Games from Wolt side, who I know from previous games. I think that Ore, Tony Montana, Robobi, and Galloway at least are familiar, and I think I've seen Otto as well. So everybody's somebody who's seen playing before, and I haven't seen Vincit play yet, but we will soon witness the level of the gameplay here. And just a moment, I will now move my mouse just a moment and I will check the situation. So that you don't know, the situation in the group is that Wolt Task Force is at the moment in the #1 spot, followed by EY Esports, who Wolt lost last time, and you are both on with Wolt is both with EY on 9 points. But Wolt has more rounds won, so that they are marginally in the lead. Vincit is in #4 spot. They have 2 wins and 2 losses. So if they win, they might be fighting from the top spots. So it's not a meaningless battle, and we will get on with the knives. We can straight away see that Otto and Ore have boosted knives on the T side, so let's see if those help them fight more vigorously. Probably falls first, then Heafy, then Otto, and then it's 1 against 3, and Tony Montana with the finishing touches. And yes, better knife skins worth of hundreds of euros help you stab faster and better, and they also hurt a lot more. Here we go. Wolt decides to take the CT side, and we are go to the first round of the game. Please let me know if there's any problem with the voices. If their sound level is not okay or anything, I can adjust, but to me everything seems to be a-okay. We are headed to battle. And on the T side we have 3 armors, 2 flashbangs and a smoke on Lysandre. And Heppo has a decoy as well. Thank you, that's good to know. On the CT side, we have 3 USPSS, 2 P2000s, I'm sorry, 3 armors, 1 flashbang, and Otto has bought absolutely nothing. Heppo takes down Robobi on the side A, and in we go. There's Ore and Tony Montana here as well. Ore takes down 1, but he's dropped by Scheider. A little damage done, but nothing bad, and it's a 4-man hold on the A side. Tony Montana coming to play, taking down Neutron. Scheider is in the pit. And I think that they know that somebody's there, and Otto takes him down with a nice shot from the P2000, and now it's just Hiffy left in the apps. He's thrown out. He was coming out a little slow, so nobody expected him, and now they're in a rush. Oh no! Tony didn't manage to cover the bomb, and even though he takes down Hiffy, he's too late, and everybody dies. And there we go. Yeah, I should have bought a helmet instead. That's possible. That's a little bit of a misplay there. The guys don't check the apps well enough, and Hiffy was there a little deep, so that he managed to stay hidden, and he dropped the bomb, first diffuser, and then Tony is not in a right spot to cover the diffuser, and Hiffy manages to drop him as well. Some nades, little damage done, but the P90 is doing bad stuff with his hands, and Lysandre takes down the rest 3 guys. Now the P90 is a specific weapon because it costs a lot more than a Galil nowadays, but you only get the same amount of money from kills. So the only reason why you buy it is the size of the clip, but you don't really need that anyway. Wolt is going with AWP on the first gun round they have, and there's 4 AKs on Vincit's side as well, with 1 ump still on Neutron. Otto and Tony Montana are not wearing any helmets, so let's see if that is their downfall. There's flashes and smokes, but is it gonna be enough? Let's see how it goes. And Vincit is doing some pulls down the robot from the corner, takes down Lysandre, but Heppo trades, although he falls to 50 HP. Now it seems to me that Otto and Galloway are pushing Banana a bit. Otto is holding the corner with the AWP, takes information that saw Strider there, but there's nobody on Banana, so that Galloway pushes to Banana as well, and they're holding tight corners, making sure that they're not getting backtracked. And now they close off A side, and it's gonna be a push from the apartment side on the long side of A. Ode on the familiar spot, drops Neutron, but Heppo drops him as well, so Heppo is the trade guy for Vincit's side, and 3 against 3 retake. No, only one guy has a helmet, but that doesn't matter against the AK anyway, so nobody cares. As long as it's not a headshot, it's a chance. Vincit is holding good corners here. Flash bang coming through the smoke. Shider is dropped Tony Montana, and Galloway trades. Heppo drops down Otto, Galloway drops Hiffy. Now 1 against 1. Galloway has to get a move on. There's no kit. And he... What is he doing? He's saving. Alright. I think he might be going to get the... Nope. He does stay alive. And Heppo with 50 HP left doesn't stay alive. Galloway, however, doesn't take the AK or the AWP. And it was a little bit late without any kit. And I think that since Heppo managed to stay hidden in the corner, nobody knew that he was still hiding in the pit. 3-0 lead for Vincit at the moment. All AKs, some Deagles, ZZ, and the Galloway. Galloway's saved M4 for Wolt on this round. Heppo, 4.0 kill ratio, 159 ADR, and a smile to dazzle the ladies, or gents, or whoever. Slow and meticulous. They know that it's dangerous, and RoboBish knows that the ZZ is there to play games. However, Heppo pushed the apartments and now is in pit again. But nobody expected RoboBish still in the apartments and dropped the bomb. Tony Montana drops Lysandre with the Eagle, and now it's 2 against 4. There's only Galloway has the armor, and he hears Neutron rotating. Heppo is dropped by Galloway. That M4 is showing its value. Let's see. Oh, the other director. Otto takes down Neutron with 1 headshot. Neutron trying to rotate away, but it's too late. And Wolt keeps 4 alive. And manages to grab 3 AKs as well. So a very, very efficient anti-eco round. And Galloway has the M4. So no guns needed. Only AWP needed to be bought for Ode. Why RoboBish doesn't have a helmet, I don't know, but it's probably because the AK drops you from 1 bullet anyway. But they don't know that there was only 2 AKs and one of them is gone now. Tony Montana, his aggressive style, takes the first pick from Heppo. AK down, but he also falls himself to Lysandre's Galil. Hiffy taken down to 40 HP, and it's gonna be a push through the apartments from the T side, and slow and meticulous Lysandre in the apartments looking. There's gonna be RoboBish in the corner, and he's dropped immediately by Lysandre through the wall. RoboBish there, a little bit wide peeking. He didn't see the guy himself, but his arm was clearly visible. And now it's 3 against 4. Ode takes down the first guy with the AWP. Takes down the next guy. Neutron falls as well. He didn't see the third guy, but he's spotted by Otto, who takes out Shader. And then only Hiffy left. Hiffy's coming here from the library corner and rotating behind Otto. Spots Otto, takes him down. Ode takes a little hit, but nothing too dangerous. And Hiffy is down to 40 HP, so he's trying to save the AK. But he's loading the gun when Galloway comes out of the corner, peeks, and takes him down. A very good round for Wolt. and that manages to decimate Vincit's money situation, which is a force save now. Let's see how this goes. Will Vincit be as successful in their eco round as Wolt was, although they only buy 2 P250s and nothing else. Very tight on the money, no flashes, no smokes. Lysandre could have afforded a smoke or a flashbang, but he opts not to buy it. He's just trying to get a few quick peeks and that's it. In the second mid, between mid and second mid, the whole T gang is waiting. Otto has already pushed long way to the banana, giving lots of information that there's nobody here. Galloway is slowly but surely rotating. He's keeping posts. Now the entrance from mid, top of mid, is closed with a CT smoke. Robobi has taken an AUG this time, a familiar gun for him, and saves the trouble from getting another AWP, which is pretty risky. Now Otto hears the footsteps coming. They don't check him. He drops through and is finally dropped by Neutron. One gun given, but 2 guys out, and Hepo's down to 60 HP. No armors. Galloway on the side. Nice flash. Tony Montana finishes the other 2 guys, and it is 3-3. Next gun round, everybody can buy, everybody has good sets, so let's see what is going to happen. Wolt had a little bit of a rough start, but they have managed to now solidify their CT side, and hopefully for them, they could take the lead on the CT side, as this is quite heavily a CT-sided map. But it also is possible that Wolt's T-side strategies are strong in Inferno, so we'll see. Otto and Galloway on the banana as usual. There's a little bit of a bad smoke in the apartments, and also Ore has now the AWP in the apartments, and he is keeping the coast clear. There are 2 guys, Hepo and Lysandre, just waiting, and it's a tit for tat tag. Lysandre down to 9, Ore down to 12. Both are one shot, but the AWP is still a little bit more dangerous. Also grenaded, but now Hepo comes to the corridor. The smoke wasn't there yet, and is immediately tagged. Immediately tagged by Galloway. Robobi takes down Lysandre. Hepo takes down Ore, who was already low. Hiffy takes down Robobi. And now Library smoked up. 3 against 3. 3 against 4, sorry. But Schreider is dropped so that Galloway corrects my mistake, and it's 3 against 3. But it's gonna be a retake since the bomb goes down by Hiffy, and the whole CT side is coming from the Library side. Hepo is hiding on the side. Doesn't manage to take down Galloway. Finally does, but Tony Montana is there immediately to trade. Ore battling it out. Takes down Neutron as well. Hiffy is here in the apartments where last time he did great damage. And Tony didn't manage to drop him. Doesn't manage to drop him either now. And Hiffy does the same thing. Exact same thing. And doesn't manage to get the... Oh, just... He turned away, tried to run. Didn't realize that he could have taken it. But Hiffy seems to be the anti-defuse guy. He has stopped now 2 critical defuses. Tony was low HP. Of course, Otto had an AWP, but maybe they could have switched weapons so that the guy with most health is gonna go get that down, and the guy with the less health is trying to defuse since he's gonna be helpless anyway. But this time it went like this, and Vincit takes their 4th. But full guns for both sides. Decent utility on the CT side as well. Let's see how this goes. It's gonna be second mid push for the T side on Vincit side. It's gonna be Roby in the apartments this time, in the boiler room. He's not gonna hear any clues from the Vincit side. Well, and although Kuhat is a fish, this fish is silent and deadly. Otto peeking. This time he doesn't have an op, and it's only on Ore's hands. The Sandra takes down Robopit, Tony Montana trades, and is traded by Hiffy instead. In return, Ore tries to take down Scheider, who comes from the apartment, but it's dropped instead. Now it's 2 against 4, and the bomb goes down on the A site. Galloway running away, doesn't manage to take down his opposing, but also manages to stay alive and save the gun. The main situation on Wolt side is not very strong, so it's important to keep the guys alive, because there's no way it's gonna happen. There's no way going to the side with one flashbang and getting these T side down, who are in very strong positions, and only one of them has taken any real damage. Even Neutron with 97 health is still gonna stay alive. One hit, but Otto takes down Hiffy, running from the apartments, and they manage to drop one gun. Money situation on Vincit's side is good enough for everybody to get a proper gun and still having some money left. But Hiffy and Scheider are relatively low on money, so if they lose this round, it's not gonna be a full gun round for everybody, and there's not gonna be any good traps. 2 M4s that were saved: a Deagle and Robobi with ZZ. Tony Montana with just the USPS, no armor on any of the pistol guys, no utility. Otto also without utilities, till the only utility is on Banana with Galloway, who is there already holding a tight corner, and if he falls, there's not gonna be anything left. And he's holding a very, very brave corner. He's peeked by Heppo, but doesn't he see it? Doesn't he see the boost? He's immediately dropped by Heppo, who then they open up the site. Otto has fallen back. Smoke is not as good, and Otto can drop Shader through the smoke. Flash comes. Bomb is down. 2 guys go to Banana, and Robobi is already close. Takes down Hiffy. Neutron trades. And it's 3 against 3. Tony Montana and Ore both with pistols, and Heppo, last guy alive, taken down, and enough time for a defuse. Yes, Ore has a kit. No, he doesn't, but he was defusing. Sorry. Tony Montana picks up a kit, but there was enough time easily for defuse, so no need to rush. Good eco on Wolt side. Basically nothing bought, but still they managed to take an AK and an AWP, going in with 2 M4s and a few pistols, and managed to make a round of it. 4-5. Wolt currently trying to catch up and solidify their CT side. Ore. This time his trade goes through and takes down Hiffy, who's been a key player for Vincit. Tony Montana is boosted on top of quad, waiting there. The bomb was dropped earlier as well. And Robobi again peeking a little bit wide on the corner, and it's easily dropped by Heppo with the Krieg. It's a 4-4 situation, and now the tables have turned immediately, so it's a bit on the T side's advantage. However, Otto has pushed far on Banana, and he can relieve Galloway to go to the A side because they know that nobody is here. The problem is that they can still easily switch back to B side, and if Otto doesn't manage to hold them back or take down at least one guy, it's gonna be a tough retake. Lysandra coming in, checking corners, but it's dropped by Otto. Better reflexes this time. Takes a little damage, but it doesn't matter, because if he dies from one bullet, it's gonna be to the head. And he smokes the Banana. Takes the AK. Ore drops down Heppo in the meanwhile. And it's just Shader and Neutron left, and that Molly is not going anywhere. And Shader and Neutron have to fall back. They're gonna save the guns. their financial situation is abysmal, and there's not going to be a buy next round. Tony Montana and Otto leading the frags on the Wolt side, Heppo and Hifi on the Vincit side. 5-5 situation. And Vincit has shown some very, very strong A strategies, very strong A pushes. And this time they're gonna go for the force buy, and they're gonna buy some umps and P250s. There's the AKs that Neutron and Shader saved. So we'll see how that goes. One MP5. Armors, helmets too, except for Heppo. But if he meets one of the AK guys or the AWP, it doesn't really matter anyway. Ore holding top mid from the arch corner. T side, slow rotation, and Otto has again rotated very close to the T ramp at the end of Banana, and is now gonna spot Heppo coming with the bomb. And he drops him. Does significant damage to Hifi as well, but also gives the enemy another assault rifle, an AK, and it's gonna be a B attempt at this time. But there's already 3 guys. There's Galloway, Roby, and Ore. Ore already holding the B side. Roby rotates back. They're not sure, but Ore spot shader. Tony still they're not sending Roby back. Still sure. And Ore takes down Lysandre, and it's gonna be a good call not for Roby go to the A side, because Ore holds the corner so tight with the AWP. The guys, Hifi and Neutron, they have 2 smokes, but they know they're not gonna make it past the AWP, and they decide to go to the A side instead. However, Tony Montana here is ready, or T Montana. I think it's T for Tony. Yeah, Ore is torturing the guys, holding runners. Hifi hides with the bomb in the sewers, and he knows that he has no country to go to. 6-5. Wolt Task Force takes the lead for the first time, if I recall. Yes, I'm not lying. Good. Wolt Task Force takes the lead 6-5, and is looking at another little bit of a buy from Vincit's side. I think that their economy control at the moment is not where it should be. Shader has no money, so next round is not gonna be a buy round. Tony Montana traps Hifi, but is traded immediately by Heppo, who managed to take a flash, and Roboby again, the same corner, again taken down low HP by Heppo this time. Tony's corner in the apartments is red. Ode and Otto take down people from mid, and Shader hears the enemy but doesn't know exactly where he is, and Roboby managed to take down Neutron, and only Tony goes down this time. A very solid defense round from Wolt, keeping up 4 guns. Very important to keep the economy up, since Otto and Roboby are not in a very safe situation yet. But however, Ode, Tony Montana, and Galloway are on the near or over the 9,000 mark, so very solid for them. Vincit again buys out, but this time they have a better buy. 1 Mac 10 on Shader, some flashbangs and smokes, and even 1 Molotov this time, so it makes it easier to push to the side. Lysandre takes down both Galloway and Otto on B side, and B side opens up. He's only taken a little bit lower, but now it's 4 assault rifles on Vincit's side, and it looks to be a good force buy for them. Still a lot of utility left as well, so solid buy. Wolt has to go for it. Roboby is struck by Heppo. Tony Montana on the flank. Spots down Lysandre, who was 12 HP. Throws a fire into the construction. They know exactly where he is. Pop flash. Takes down Shader. Takes down Neutron. But doesn't manage to take down Hiffy. And Ode runs. He legs it. And takes down Hiffy. So even though Vincit has won the round, they have lost all their utility, all their guns, all their armor, and they're gonna have to buy again. 7-6 for Wolt. Wolt has a buy round, at least one left. If they lose this, it's gonna be a partial buy because not everybody can afford everything. 2 AWPs this time, Otto and Ore. One on each side. Ore on top mid. And then Otto back at the coffins. Galloway holding banana. Holding a very brave corner again. Tony Montana, Quad. And Robobby in the apartments. Otto takes down one from mid-air. Leg shot to, I think, Hiffy. Who then is burned alive, and Otto has rotated already on the side. Meanwhile, Robobby takes down one, and Auto Director is failing me. Neutron, last guy alive from Vincit's side, doesn't know where the bullets are coming. Otto misses the first shot on a Neutron who's not even moving, but then makes it up and makes sure that they don't get out alive. Tony buys a AWP for Ode, who was dropped in the last round. No, he buys something else. No, I think that he buys... well, something. Or because Ode also used 7.5 grand, so... it's gonna be the last round of the first half. Forced by, of course, for Vincit. A lot of damage done with the fire. This is walking straight to it. Lysandre is 4, Neutron is 5 health, but they drop Galloway with a rush. Smack pins. Otto takes down Dude with one AWP shot. Hiffy drops him. And it's 3 against 3 retake, but it's Lysandre 4 HP, Heppo 40 HP, and even Hiffy down to 89, which means that one headshot is enough. Robby drops down, Lysandre goes through the church, spots Hiffy, but is traded by Heppo immediately. Heppo also takes down Ode. He spots Tony Montana, but doesn't go for it. Does Tony have time? That was a very good hold, very good. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. 9-6 on Wolt Task Force. And Vincit take 6 valuable rounds on the T side. Let's see if they can repeat the performance. The performance of Wolt's on the CT side. Tony Montana, Otto, strong performances. Ode as well. Robobby, a little bit unlucky in the apartments hold, but still solid. Galloway as well. A lot of brave holds on the banana, but manages to hold his ground. On the Vincit side, Hiffy and Heppo, absolutely heroic plays, especially Hiffy with two saved bomb plants by killing the fusers and just clutching the round all together. There's a 3-man hold on B this time. And it's Hiffy and Heppo, the stronger players, holding the A side. Flashbang and a push. It's an A rush. Hiffy is dropped. Heppo trades Tony Montana away, but Robobby drops Heppo. And now this one guy, Shader, is coming to the side, but he's dropped by Otto. It's just steady 1 taps to the head. Otto also takes out Neutron with a double shot from Glock. And last guy, Lysandre, has no hope as Ode is already waiting for him in the boiler room near the end of the apps on top of mid. And a very swift, very well executed A take from Wolt. Otto there putting some real pistol work with the Glock and showing that accuracy isn't only on the CT side. You just need to be patient and hold. It's a 5-man B stack from Vincit. Could be a very decisive factor. There's Lysandra and Boost. The other boosted member on the CT side on the flower pots is Hiffy. Shader on the back corner. Tony Montana and Ode have rotated to apps, and they're checking out getting any info. Bomb is still on the T ramp, but there's nothing telling. That's a nice fire, but it doesn't find any players. There's no sound cues. Did it actually hit anybody? There's one P250, I think, on the CT side on Heppo. All the other guns are just P2000s and USPSs. And now they know Otto and Galloway are running away, but they are easily dropped. Lysandra gets dropped first, but then Hiffy and Heppo trade, and it's a 3 against 4. There's one Galil and one Scout now on Vincit's side, but it's not going to be an easy take because they have no armor. The Mac 10s are going to just shred them, and Tony Montana starts this. Oda takes down Heppo, and Tony and Robobi take down the next players. Hiffy and Neutron fall down, and it's going to be 11-6. So the bonus round basically goes. So the anti-eco round goes to Wolt, and now the bonus round coming through. There's still 2 Mac 10s. There's also going to be 2 AKs or 3 AKs on Wolt's side. Vincit, 4 M4s, and a FAMAS, and not a lot of utility. Personally, I would have gone with more FAMASes since it allows you to have a lot more utility. It costs nearest to no make $1,050 less than the M4, so that gives you a lot of leeway, a lot of way to buy some nades. Let's see how Vincit can manage to hold with 3 flashbangs, 1 smoke, and 1 incendiary. Tony's preparing to flash. He flashes the site, flashes pit, just fishing for reaction, and exactly the same pattern as before. Otto and Galloway are in the banana getting information. It's a 3-man stack there, so they're gonna meet up with Lysandra, Neutron, and Shader. A side is held by Hiffy and Heppo, and Tony Montana goes and takes a little peek, but does no aggressive moves just as such. Ode and Robobi then decide that it's gonna be a B take, and they're also gonna get Tony to cover them. They're gonna be counter smoked immediately, but that smoke is not good. It's too wide, and it leaves outside open. Sandra takes down also with a FAMAS. Ode immediate trade, some spraying both sides, people down to 1 hit. Robobi through the smoke finds Shader, and it's 3 against 4. Hiffy also tagged to the leg. Galloway fighting with the Hippo on banana and drops him, but Neutron drops 4. He drops 4. He manages to come through the church, surprise them, and take down the whole Wolt team left on the site. A very good clutch from Neutron, a 4K, and he is showing up for Vincit as well. 11-7 or 7-11, and we're gonna make a showing out of this. There are some rumors in the chat that Robobi is a global elite. Let's see if that's true. A mixed half buy, a little bit of buy, but Heppo drops down Ode under the apartments, and that's gonna be Tony Montana trading with the Deagle, losing a little health, but nothing too serious. Apps is smoked, but there's only Hiffy on the side. If they would have gone fast, they would have had the site, but now also Lysandra and Shader, Neutron and Lysander. No, sorry. Lysander is on B side. Shader and Neutron rotated to the side, which Hiffy was still holding. T side is split. Shader decides that there's nothing happening. I'm gonna go back. Tony Montana peeks Hiffy, gets tagged, but still manages to drop in. Spots down Neutron, the star of the last round, tags him down. In the pit, there's nobody in the pit. Shader dropped by Otto, traded by Neutron. Neutron also takes down Robobi to P2000. The scout, he thought the guy was on Arch. Now it's Sandra and Neutron trying to take down the Wolt side, but they managed to get the bomb plant, so goal achieved. And they're making it expensive for Vincit, who doesn't have a very good buy if they lose, if at all. They don't have armor and they have low health. Galloway immediately dropped. Tony Montana takes down Neutron. Takes down Lysandra as well, and it's gonna be a half-buy win for Wolt. 12-7, and Wolt is making a game out of it. Hey, Kensmeister in the chat. Heyo. Alright, Krieg, AKs, and one M4 with an AWP on Otto on Wolt side, and Vincit is gonna go with one FAMAS, and they're gonna get Hiffy and Heppo from A side are gonna get shut down by Tony Montana, and now they know that A is empty. They know that Heppo and Hiffy were the only guys there. Tony is still being paranoid, making sure that doesn't over exert the corners, doesn't get too courageous. Probably holding banana with a Krieg and taps down Lysandra and Neutron. Spots down the last guy, Shader, behind the barrel plywood panels and taps him to death. Roboby also coming alive on the T side. He had some good rounds on the CT side, but also was contested continuously in the apartments and didn't have a reply for Vincit's fast through the wall shots, and was very often pushed back from the balcony. This time Roboby doesn't fall back, doesn't flinch, holds the corner tight, and it's gonna be a rifle buy for Vincit, but utility is low, and Hiffy is also missing a helmet. 3 kits, however, so if they manage to take down the site, if the bomb plants ever does come through, they do have a good chance of getting the defuse through. 3-man hold on B again, and Hiffy and Heppo on A. They're going to be contested by Ode and T Montana. I'm sure, is it Tony Montana or T Montana? Because I keep calling him Tony, but it doesn't actually say he's Tony, so that might be my bad. Tony gets tagged. Oh, there he goes. Tony again. Okay. T Montana gets tagged in the apartments. Yeah, it's Tony. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Tony gets tagged in the apartments, doesn't die, however, and manages to get some info that there are 2 guys instead here. Indeed, here there's no stack. Ode surprised by Heppo. They managed to trade some shots, but Heppo wins this duel. There's 3 guys very low, 1 guy quite low on Vincit's side, but still they also drop Tony and Galloway trades. Roboby trades Heppo off, and it's 3 against 3. The bomb going to the A side. Otto takes down Hiffy, a good push. AWP, good flick. It could have been a totally different situation. Lysandra, however, takes down Galloway on B, who was trying to flank. And now it's 2 guys, 1 with Krieg, 1 with Orb, holding their A bomb site. And they're going to be met by Lysandra and Neutron. Both low health, basically 1 taps no matter what the gun. And they're going to get on the side. Now they know that where Otto is, and they're going to try to push. Otto has a Molotov, throws that, burns down Neutron, but Lysandra gets an angle. And now Roboby is trying to do what Hiffy does. And he manages to do it straight out of Hiffy's playbook. Okay, that wasn't. I'm not sure what he was trying to do over there, but I think he was trying to recover the Timo Montana. That works. That works. All right. So Roby tries to save the AWP, but he miscalculates the time with the bomb and actually dies to it, losing his Krieg. A double AWP on the Wolt T side. It's 14-7, so there's a little bit of leeway. Oda takes down Hiffy, who's pushing with a 50-50. Takes down Sandra, but it's traded by Neutron, who gets struck by Tony. Timo's, T-Dog. If you watch How I Met Your Mother. Or Ensisilmäyksen last, the Finnish translation goes, it's like, oh, horrible. Why do they have to do that? Heppo here, last guy alive. Second mid, top of mid. Picks up an AK, and I think he's gonna try and save that. He might be looking for some exits, but that's all he can do. And most certainly, because Heppo is not even gonna try, he's just, I think he's juggling the guns. The AK was very slippery, and he's trying to not drop it and make so much sound. So he keeps juggling his knife, his pistol, and his AK in the apartments. Comes down, takes the smile back, and it's just sitting in the apartments, making sure. What did Galloway do? He's okay. Maybe his gun was slippery as well. Heppo saves the AK, and it's going to be 15-7 for Wolt Task Force on this Inferno. It is the last game for both of these teams. Both played 4 games already, and since Vincit is most likely having to work very hard to bring this to overtime, they might. Now they have a full buy, they have good utility, they have AWP, they have M4s, AK, so everything's possible still. But we'll see how it goes. If Vincit does win, they're gonna bring it to 9 points, and then the round difference is gonna be even more important. EYE Sports still has 1 game left, so Wolt wants to win this, and wants to win this with the round difference. Heppo sprays down Tony in the apartments, who doesn't realize that the shots are coming from behind and not through the wall. What? What is this? I saw Tony die, but it's actually Heppo who died. Oh, never mind. No, sorry. T Montana surprises Heppo, who was holding the corner in the apartments, doesn't realize where the bullets are coming from. I was just so in the scoring calculation phase and trying to check out who's gonna be the best position that I forgot to actually follow the bloody game. Sorry about that. My bad. Montana coming from the apartments. Hiffy holding Boiler, and in the pit we have Shader, as Heppo has now fallen down. And Hiffy drops Ode, drops Galloway, and it's gonna be 3-4. Montana headshot finally to Shader, a little bit close there, and it's a 3-3 situation on the A side, but it's actually a 3-1 because Hiffy is the only one here. He takes down Otto, but Robobi and T Montana are gonna get the bomb plant, but is Hiffy gonna get them? No, Hiffy's not gonna get them. He was a little bit too late. Last, but takes down Robobi, who doesn't see the corner correctly. And now it's a 3 against 1. They know where T Montana is, and they're gonna go for the defuse, but he has an angle to the bomb. But Lysander makes sure that this round goes to Vincit. 15-8. Vincit are gonna make Wolt work for it, but let's see how long is the Seema. Is it too long? Can we do it? Can we pull the matto alta? Shader on 3 kills, Neutron on 9 kills. If Shader steps up in this side, it's gonna be tighter for Wolt, but there's been some very strong performances. So we'll see how the T side continues. Galloway pushed already to the barrels. Very brave. He gets there before the fire. and it doesn't take any damage. Bomb is on T ramp, held by Robobi, so it's gonna be safe run. It's the same execution. Montana in the apartments, as well as Ode. Ode coming from the balcony. Montana coming from the steps. Hippie and Heppo holding the side, but they've been getting a reinforcement because Shader is also on the side, and Shader is close to the cart or quad. Ode taking a little nade damage there on the legs, but nothing too serious. He can still walk. It's only shrapnel, just a flesh wound. 50 seconds left. And it looks like Wolt is opting for the B side. Ode gets the bomb. Montana falls back and makes sure nobody rotates after them from the mid. Neutron and Lysander holding B side. Lysander has the AWP, but can he get anything done? He's flashed and smoked off. No visibility. Neutron tagged very low. Manages to take 2 tags, but is dropped immediately by Ode. 5 seconds left. If bomb plant doesn't go down, it does. Robopi Otto taking down some people, and Heppo, last guy alive on CT. Let's see how he fares. 4 guys to take down, but Otto makes sure that there's never even a little chance to do that. 16-8 for Wolt Task Force. Strong performance, and from the 5 games they have now taken 4 wins, and they go up to 12 points, and at least so far are leading the series against the next guys are going to be EY Esports, Pelikaverit, Vincit, Kuhat, Elenia, and Efiko Zero. If EY Esports wins their next game and manages to get a bigger round difference than Wolt, then Wolt is going to be the second team. The round difference here grows by 8, so it's totally 22 rounds. EY Esports has a 9 round difference, so that means that if they don't win their match and win it by a difference of at least 12 rounds, that means that Wolt is going to be the winner of Group C in Div 4, and they get the best seed to the playoffs. Thank you everybody very much for watching. It was an entertaining evening with you guys as well, and as always, I'm going to be here again on Wednesday casting another Division 4 game. It's gonna be let me check so that I don't get the names wrong. It's going to be on Wednesday at the same time. It's going to be Efficode 42 against SimCorp Esports, who are from a different group, and we'll see how that goes. Thank you Moilus for a follow, much appreciated. Also Captain Jude, thank you very much for the follow, much appreciated. If you guys are interested in the other groups, you'll see them on Wednesday. If not, I'll see you guys in the playoffs. Odapode, thanks you for the follow. I think who you are. I think I know who you are. Strong performance this time as well. And I think that this game was won by the strong, quite steadier performance on the Wolt side, as Vincit had a few players that were catching up by the end, but just couldn't hold the sides down. Thank you for everybody for watching, and I wish you a good night, and I'll see you guys another day. Thank you. Bye bye.